Welcome to DnD with High School Students Season 5. And we are on a mountain. The gang was climbing up the mountain. What are you guys looking for, really? That's the question.
The wizard tower.
The wizard? You're looking for a wizard.
Looking for his tower of arcane power.
We need his
Funny thing about
potions.
wizards is they have to be very tricksy in order to survive in such a harsh world.
With their D2 hit points.
Yes, with their AD&D starting off with 1d4 hit points, where there are no death saves. Maybe someday, second edition. So you guys are climbing up a mountain, and you've noticed some strange things, haven't you? Does anybody remember the visions / dreams or prophecies that they may or may not have had?
Ahkum had one.
I was grinding rocks together, doing my thing, doing my one thing, grinding the rocks together, and I passed out, and then, bam, I'm looking at a bridge, and a guy opens the door, looks out, and then I'm back.
Yes.
Giant?
Strange things, people, strange things. So you manage to get across a chasm, and you are now in a harsh, wind-swept environment. It is cold. Much colder than the rather warm Mediterranean-style climate of the mainland that you had been on not too long ago. You get a long rest, which in 5th edition means you get everything back, because everybody knows 8 hours of sleep heals all wounds and restores all spells, and chi,
I wouldn't know. I haven't had 8 hours of sleep in a while.
You mean
Harris chose to make a monk, and monks fuel their monk powers through chi.
Can we call them Florian points? I want to call them Florian points.
Why don't they actually just shorten it to flow?
Okay, that's good. I like
Channel
that.
the flow.
We're doing that. We're channeling the flow. I like that. We're going to go with that.
All right. So you guys know that you're in the right direction, right? Like you saw the general direction of the highest top. But at this point now, anything that you look up more than like within hundreds of feet of you becomes sort of misty, foggy kind of cloud level stuff because you're up pretty high. So where do you desire to climb today? I'll give you some choices. You could try to circumvent and go up to the left. You can go up to the right along the chasm, or you could just try to go straight up, which is going to require some bold athletics rolls.
Don't like the sound of that.
So we can go around the cat. All right. What about the spiders, though?
There's spiders.
There's I remember the giant lady. She told us about ice spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Ahkum, throw me up. I'm going to get a better view.
All right.
Are you going all the way up?
No, you're just going to throw me.
Well, what if you fall?
I will use.
Wait, you don't fall. Never mind.
I'm going to use my.
It has been a day, hasn't it?
Never mind. No.
Yeah.
Is Florian a ranged attack?
It's a ranged attack with disadvantage.
Could I
Gotta
hypothetically argue the use of rifleless attack? It does say only for melee,
Yeah.
but I'm throwing him.
You would have to punch him first and then throw him. As long as he's willing to take a non-lethal.
I was imagining more like you
Do you remember the
this
rock?
at the same time as I'm jumping
Remember the
off.
rock that I punched?
Yes.
Don't do that, but with me. That's gonna hurt.
Don't do that.
Winny doing damage to Florian.
I'll just throw him up as high as I can.
And I will
You have
also jump off his
guidance.
hands, and that adds a D8 on the Satyr,
Okay.
which is an extra 3 feet.
Okay.
You have guidance.
Yeah. Athletics?
Yeah.
18.
Success.
And so at the peak of this throw, I'm gonna try to look over the horizon, or I know it's a lot really misty and there's a lot of snow and whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get to see if I can get a better view from up here at all.
Make a perception check.
Very well.
You only have a moment before you.
That's good. 20, non-natural.
So, just give me an idea. I want you to imagine that you're looking at a cliff, a rocky ascent, right?
Right.
Going straight up. That basically goes into mist and clouds. You could look straight up, you could look up and to the left or up and to the right. Left, center, or right.
Let's go left.
Okay,
is always
you look left.
biased, is what I say.
While you're at that moment and you're looking up to the left, you see what previously you had thought were just some rocky outcroppings that were covered in kind of frost and a little bit of snow, and you see one of them move.
I think Florian
As if in reaction to you jumping up.
Florian floats back down. So Ahkum, you know how you make rocks move?
Yeah.
Did you make any rocks move?
No.
Okay, there's moving rocks.
Are they friends?
I don't know.
You don't
they
hear any rock falls. You know what a rock fall is, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't hear that sound.
Wait, what did we say that those spider things were again? They were like.
Actually, no, you do.
Can I just?
You hear and you see a few pebbles and rocks fall. And it seems like it's kind of up in the direction that Florian had indicated, but you see you see a strange thing. You see a rock kind of looking like it's barely holding onto the ledge where it is. It sort of sticks out a little bit.
Did I see it move there?
No, but you saw the aftermath of some movement. You saw some smaller rocks and pebbles fall down, and those rocks and pebbles kind of fall down onto the ledge that you guys are currently positioned at.
The giant lady. I don't know if I wrote down her name. She gave us the details of these things that live on the mountain, and it has been 2 months. Can I have a little bit of a recap?
Sure.
History check? Maybe?
You were warned that there are very dangerous spiders.
Okay.
That these spiders are often hard to see, hard to spot, as if they could somehow camouflage themselves, and that they are ravenously hungry because a lot of things don't tend to live up here. So when they get the opportunity to eat, they like to do that.
And did she say there's anything else up on these mountains again? There were
There was something in the valley
yeah.
that to eat things, but I think we passed that.
All right.
So by crossing that chasm, you guys avoided kind of a whole section of the adventure, which is fine. Good for you.
All right.
I wasn't anticipating that you would make friends with giants and get important intelligence information. So
That's our strongest
We're the friend
power.
squad.
We're the friend
Play Dungeons and Dragons. Don't expect anything.
yeah.
We are the tree friends.
So well done.
That's literally
So I think we might have found the spiders.
That's a rock.
Well,
spiders that look like rocks.
yeah, the giant
That
lady.
looks like a rock to me.
Have you ever talked to any spiders, Ahkum?
I've talked to rocks. That looks like a rock.
Well, I think that the spider looks like a rock. It's camouflaging.
Then we talk to the rock.
How far away was
all right.
How far away was the movement from me?
Cool.
120 feet away.
What are you doing over there?
Are we trying to be quiet right now?
Probably.
Oh wait. No, I'm smart. I got this.
Yeah.
I will cast Speak with Animals. And then I will summon my Astral Helm, and which has an exact range. It's a range of 150 feet, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And I'm targeting this where the movement, right?
Okay.
And in words that only it can hear.
Yes.
Hey, are you a spider?
Does said creature have to be able to understand a language?
No.
Speak with animals.
I
Okay,
can't
all right,
speak with
so
animals.
then you can
I'm
do
not
that.
sure if it.
Go ahead.
Probably does. Are you a spider? If you are a giant spider, please don't eat us. We're friends.
There is no movement.
I've talked to rocks. A number of times, actually. I'm going to saunter on up towards this funny-looking rock.
Okay, so you walk over about 30 feet, and then you can see, even now from more directly below it, it seems oddly almost defying gravity. This boulder should be falling. But it's almost like it's just glued to this cliff wall. to this rocky face.
You could throw another rock at the rock.
That
Worst
seems like
What's your
idea.
thrown range?
not a good idea.
It's 120 feet away.
I have rock ring, right? I'm gonna just kind of place my hand on the magic sword, the Gnog blade. I'm gonna think real hard about just being this strong, unmoving force, and I'm gonna try to punch this rock wall a foot back.
Oh,
Ahkum causes a scale
Yeah, chain
9.8.
reaction destroys the mountain.
Ahkum did. What's a tectonic plate?
I don't know.
wow. What's higher, your strength
Con.
or your constitution? Okay. What's your constitution?
17.
What level are you?
I am level 6.
Okay, roll percentile die.
Every day
I believe in
I
you.
wake up. 91.
Every day goes back to bed.
You take 2 hit points of damage as your hand crashes into solid rock. Your skin on your knuckles just peels back.
Why'd you do that?
Oh. Hey, Mr. Rock.
You have the highest passive perception, don't you?
Yep,
Damn it.
I do. Oh, you got
Is
an
that
at
is that a 20?
You got an at 20.
I watched you roll a 4 and an 8.
Someone's gonna die today.
I could throw a bird at the rock.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Is this an attack?
No.
No.
By what? What would be attacking you?
A boulder?
What would be attacking us?
Do you look up at the boulder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's
we're all
about-
looking at it right now.
It's about 90 feet away now.
Oh.
It seems like it's not in the same place as it was before.
Hey, wait, you moved.
Speak with Animals is still up. Also, I just want to check, because if this is a monstrosity and not a beast, it cannot understand anything I'm saying whatsoever.
Could it be the creature we saw earlier?
Huh?
Tentacles in the one eye?
Orb! Nah, that's not
No,
Orb.
that's not
Orb went a different
Orb
way.
likes to talk a lot.
Also, Orb went a different way.
Yeah.
I'm now hyper aware of every vaguely round shaped thing now.
Yeah. He was nice though. He didn't. Oh.
Make an insight check.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's a nat 20. Thank God, because I got a minus
You
1.
know what? Regardless of what your comrades said, your instinct is that orb.
No, that's Horb.
That's orb?
Orb!
Orb.
Can I make a perception check?
Well, you're looking up there. You don't need to roll.
Yeah.
You shout that.
Yeah.
You see like a part of the rock just go and like turn, and you see like it opens and there's an eye.
Oh, hey.
I wave. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
The rock glides down to about 60 feet above you, but it's doing so extremely slowly and carefully. And then when it gets about 60 feet away, in your mind you hear, "Shh, be quiet. You're too loud. We'll all die.
Why?
We're supposed to be quiet, or else we're all gonna die.
Just hide. Don't move, otherwise they'll see you.
We should hide and not move.
Spiders.
He says
Spiders.
that. He says that, and I think Florian instantly
Don't move too close to the edge of the ledge that you're standing near.
Florian instantly just drops into the snow and starts how deep is the snow?
It's not super deep here,
Okay.
like a foot. Just so I know, so I know you were kind of right under it, near the cliff face. You were in your original spot.
Yeah.
You're kind of by them. When you drop down in the snow, are you dropping down right underneath Orb or closer to the edge?
I think right underneath Orb. I don't think I was too close to the ledge.
When he means the ledge, the one behind us, or the one?
Yes, the one that would drop off 1,000 feet into a
How
chasm.
far away is that?
Well, the ledge is only 10 feet wide.
Oh boy. All right.
So you drop down in the snow. You guys remain quiet for a few moments. Again, in your mind, telepathically, you hear the orb say, "Don't move, especially now. There are," and you see its eye stalks, and like another one pops out, and it's looking in like 2 different directions. There are maybe 5 of them. They're just below the edge where you are.
We want to roll stealth checks.
If you choose to stealth, describe, don't just roll, describe where and how you are stealthing to. Like, i.e., if you just want to literally drop down in the snow and not move, or if you're like, we're going to sneak away from this area around to the right or to the left, that kind of stuff. Like, describe to me what you're doing to stealth or hide.
I think Florian is going to take this sort of gray blanket that he has, that he sort of sleeps with, like this like big cloak that he has, and he's just going to sort of throw it over himself. And as he's doing that, he's going to like slowly but also quickly, because he's Florian, sort of crawl away from the ledge with the cloak above him. So it's kind of, because it's a similar color to the snow.
So kind of blending.
Yeah, trying to blend and move away.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
15.
Okay. You don't hear any approaching sounds. Josh, what are you doing? Staying put, sneaking off. What's your?
Ahkum is going to be as quiet as he can and just like plastered up against the mountain face.
Hey Josh, consider.
Make a stealth roll.
You know what's the greatest stealth? Yelling at the enemy and convincing them you're not there.
16.
Okay. What is Winnie doing?
All right. Winny is gonna stand right next to Ahkum, do like this, and I'm gonna cast Meld into Stone and just disappear. It's one of my favorite spells. I'm just gonna wave to Ahkum. I'm gonna go right into the mountain. I'm gone. And that's what I do.
Good move. Now, remind me, can you perceive out of that?
You can't see occurrences outside.
Okay.
And I have disadvantage on here. I can hear, but it's a disadvantage.
So you literally meld into the stone.
Yeah.
But you are
only like
ultimately hidden.
a couple inches away.
All right, no stealth check needed. Kat, what is Lark doing?
What time of day is it?
It's morning. You guys got a good night's sleep.
Okay, so is the
Although I should point out, it's not like sunny because there's a lot of cloud cover and the wind and kind of the flurries of snow kind of obscure your overall light.
is the like kind of ledge there causing, not ledge that we would fall off of, but ledge that when you melded into, is that like causing somewhat of a shadow?
Yeah.
Okay, I turn invisible. I go under there and I turn invisible.
Okay, so you go in as close as you can and blend in.
When I'm in dim light or darkness, I can turn invisible.
Okay. How long do you all wait?
Well, I've got 8 hours.
Well, Ahkum can hold his breath for 4 minutes.
I'm gonna watch Orb.
Okay. You see Orb does not move. And even Orb retracts the stalks and just plants there. Minute goes by? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? 5 minutes?
Oh shit, Ahkum's suffocating.
10 minutes? 15 minutes goes by if none of you move. And you hear like a crackling sound. You see, except for Winnie, you see these 2 huge leg things with like spiky feet crack over and plant themselves, and then pulling itself up is a huge grayish, whitish sort of spider. And it kind of comes up and it crests the ledge and kind of comes up onto the ledge where you guys are. It's literally feet away.
How big is it?
It is considered a large creature.
I'm in the walls.
As it gets up onto the ledge, surrounded by this blanket of snow, you literally see within like seconds, its carapace begins to lighten up in color. And it chameleons in with the snow, basically. Becomes like white. After a moment, it continues, it crawls just past you and goes to the rock. And then you hear the crackling sound, and its legs start to penetrate into the rock, and it starts climbing the rock. A few moments later, it's climbed past Orb, continues climbing up.
But there were 5, right?
I'm not moving till Orb moves.
After about 3 more minutes, it has climbed up past what you could see, like kind of into the fog. Then you hear another one climb up. This process continues. It does the same thing. It kind of gets to the snow, acclimates its carapace, chameleoning basically to camouflage with the snow, and then it kind of moves up. And it carries on and goes up and climbs the rocks. A few moments later, after that one is out of your sight line. You guys are so lucky. The third one does this, right?
Yeah.
5 minutes later, the fourth one climbs up and climbs past you. Again, nobody's moving. It continues to climb up. Orb doesn't move. The last one.
Breakfast.
Oh, it sees me.
The last one climbs up, and it waits. It does the same thing. Acclimates, turns white, and it goes to climb over towards the rock to go climb the mountain. And it clinks the first one in, the second arm in, and it starts to pull itself up, and then it stops. Roll initiative.
I think Florian sneezes.
Oh shit.
It's turning, and it's going to attack you.
Oh, 8 on initiative.
I have a question.
You don't roll initiative.
I don't roll initiative.
Because you hear and you've heard this repeatedly, so you're just like, I'm
Do
going
I
to stay
hear, do I
here.
hear a little achoo
You hear a
from
cat.
Florian?
You hear like a cat sneeze.
But you and you can roll initiative, because you see this thing stop, and the next thing it's doing is lunging out at Florian.
I think Florian floats up a bit.
Roll initiative.
He sees us.
Roll, what'd you get?
8.
8? 5?
God
That's
damn it,
better than
man.
this thing.
Well, should I roll initiative just so that like I have
Yes.
a way to get out of?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled.
17.
Okay, Lark, you win. You see it stop. The other ones did not stop. This one stops, and then it launches itself at Florian.
Ah!
This is a large.
You are
creature,
so
right?
stealthily well hidden in the shadows, and your gut instinct is that this thing is going to attack, and you have an opportunity to do something.
Hex.
Yeah. I'm casting Hex. Although, do I
save to your hand.
still have the bug trick going on? Because I haven't like established that. But if I do, I can cast it as a bonus action.
Okay.
Got the hex bugs.
So
Sure.
yeah, okay. So bonus action Hex on. I crush a bug in my pocket and I move my Hex from the bug to the spider, which is also a bug. What save do we want?
Strength.
Strength.
Check.
Now it has wait a minute. Disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
I also do an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to it, which I forgot about.
And then?
Oh yeah, and then I'll cast Shatter.
No.
It's done. Read Shatter.
Oh.
Read it. Announce what happens.
Cat, it's loud.
No, that's Thunderclap or whatever the third Thunderstep. That's the
No.
loud one.
No, thunder damages sound.
Thunder's
Read
ringing.
Shatter.
Cat.
I got loud spells.
Destroys
You made a
things.
world that is.
Oh,
You cannot have loud
10-foot
spells.
ledge.
we are
Avalanche.
Okay, never mind.
There are so many bad things that are about to happen.
Avalanche.
Maybe. It might not be.
Winny
that
like peeks her head
Aliens
out.
plan.
bad.
Let's
Okay, go ahead and roll a shatter. What's your shatter? What's it do?
Can I rescind my statement? Can I
Roll a
change my mind?
d6. If
Okay.
you roll even, you cannot rescind.
Well, that's funny.
Quack, quack. I gave you a chance. All right.
You said if I roll. Oh yeah.
What does
you're right.
shatter do?
Shattered. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a con save. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
What's your spell save DC?
It's in 14.
It succeeds.
Okay.
So how much? It takes half of that on a successful save, or
Yeah,
none?
it
All
takes half.
Roll me your damage. And how loudly does that ring out throughout the entire mountain
It
range?
just said
It just says
a little
It's
loud.
1,000.
Just a little bit.
No, it is no.
Shatter.
There's no rules. It just says loud.
Just says a little
A
bit of a
creature
crack.
made of inorganic
It doesn't
material.
actually. It doesn't do
boom.
like a specific range. I can pull it up.
Is it 3
that's
or 2d8?
8.
It's 3d8.
Okay, so 14,
16.
16.
I also get
So
an
half,
extra.
so it takes 8.
And then I also get an
Plus
extra
your
d6
necrotic.
because hex, yeah. 6.
Nice. 14 damage total. It slams. Is that a push, or is Thunderwave the one that's a push?
Yeah, push.
So, crackle, snapple. One of its legs cracks, and the carapace cracks, and it screeches at pain as it launches itself towards Florian.
All right.
You tied with it, but you have the higher dexterity, so go.
Okay. So Florian's gonna like look up, see the spider careening down at him.
Yes.
It's not in melee yet, correct? It's not within 5 feet of me.
Yes.
It's within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said you just hid.
That's true.
Okay, so it's large. It occupies a fair amount of squares. So
Yeah.
you are in its melee.
Florian is going to punch it
Yes.
3 times in the face
Yes.
with his normal goat fists. The lowest one is a 17.
Okay, that's a miss.
The other 2 are 18s.
The 18s are hits.
Okay. Good.
It has a carapace,
It has a very strong here. It's
like stone.
stone. It's gonna take. Can I punch ghosts yet? Is that a? Hold
That's
on.
a 6th level thing.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 13 magical bludgeoning.
Nice.
And I wanted to make 2 con saves.
Too bad somebody didn't hex it for con.
Hex
Spell save
a
is, so that's a 16, and the
Success.
second one would be a 10.
10 fails, it's stunned.
I did not tell you my initiative. but
Oh no. You'll hear this now. You'll be in the next round because you heard snap, crackle, poppy pop.
Florian, like,
So you're going to be in there and be like, uh-oh, things are happening. And then next round you'll emerge.
I think he punches it in the head, hurts his hand, and then like kicks it twice in the head. And the second kick disoriented him and it is stunned
All right.
by stunning strike.
Total damage?
13. Magical bludgeoning.
Okay. You hit it, it kind of freezes up in this paralyzed kind of position. What do you do?
Refresh me. What does the stun condition do exactly?
You get advantage.
Cool. I run up and I grab it.
Okay.
And I move. Grapple check, yeah?
You should
You,
rage
you
first.
get advantage on the grapple.
Yeah.
rage
Rage.
first?
So it's incapacitated, which means it can't take actions or reactions. It can't move. It can only speak falteringly, which I don't think counts because it's a spider. It automatically fails strength and dex saves, not checks. And attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
So your grapple is going to have advantage.
Okay.
It can't resist the grapple, and even if it did, it would have disadvantage because of the hex.
Yes.
So only your own failed rolls could fail this.
No, it was
Did you
so
rage?
high.
I did.
It was high.
It doesn't matter. He can't, even if he raged, he
You
doesn't
have
have
to roll
double
opposing.
advantage.
That's true.
Pop
14.
quiz. 5e trivia.
Yeah.
What is 1 feat that allows effectively double advantage?
Lucky.
Nope.
Technically, yes. Because you can.
You
Because
can't stack it with lucky.
if you apply a reroll.
All right, let me rephrase that. What is 1 feat that instead of just rolling advantage allows you to roll 3d20?
Elvish accuracy.
Passing lucky.
Yeah,
Elvish
there you go.
accuracy.
See?
I know feats. I know what I'm doing.
Harris knows the most broken of all things.
It's,
all right, Josh, by how much did you fail?
That's a 14.
You still
All right, well, you grappled it.
Yeah.
Okay, you grappled it.
And I still have my movement.
Yes.
So I'll move 10 feet
Yes.
to the edge
Yes.
and throw down.
Okay.
Oh,
The now stunned and wounded spider is falling through the air.
from the shadows, Lark goes, oh!
It can't move or react, which
Nope.
oh man, it's falling. It's falling.
I think at the end of its turn, it does get to make a save against the stun.
Well, it
Mistake?
will,
Okay.
but it's for right now. It is falling. You just you see
Away
it.
from the wall as well.
Yes, you out. I'm assuming throwing it out and away.
When do we get?
You are alerted to this. Do you emerge from your stone haven? You heard. I mean, there's no concealing the shatter spell. You know what that sounds like. You know its effect.
I think Winnie, in her mind, is going to reach out to Orb. She's going to go, what's going on out there?
You can't though. I mean, it would be one thing if Orb connected to you, then you can respond. But Orb, like, you disappeared in the stone, so
That's fair.
Orb doesn't even know where you are.
That's fair. All right.
Orb can talk to me.
Oh, your Leonin friend was very clever.
That's funny.
She's wearing a fedora.
Oh my god. We got the fucking Discord moderator.
Well done
right
by
now.
the satyr monk. All right, so
suddenly sounds so
what
much
do you do?
slimier
Are
than
you
it previously
staying in
was.
your rock haven or are you emerging? That is the question.
I'll come out.
Okay, so you're like, whoop, you kind of come out. You see over by the ledge, you see like Ahkum's looking out, but you don't see what he's looking out at. And you do like a quick, like, you don't see anything around or above you. Orb hasn't moved, like you see Orb completely concealed.
Hi.
We lost breakfast.
Oh, it's fine.
We should run away from the rest of the spiders.
Yeah, we should do that. Orb, do you want to come with us?
So,
We must go to the east quickly.
All right, yeah, come with us.
And by that, you feel like that is towards the right. Before the other ones above come down. And you see Orb is in the mode of levitation, just immediately just starts going
I
and like heading that way.
don't see Lark, and I can't carry Ahkum.
No. You would see Lark.
Oh, okay.
Because the effect of concealment
Oh,
would have
right,
been
invisible
broken
is over.
after the
Okay.
spell.
So
So Lark's like 15 feet away.
we're trying to go
Winnie's
fast, right?
10 feet
I'm
away.
gonna grab
It wasn't
Winnie
a spell,
and
by the way. It's an ability.
The shatter?
Yeah, no, not shattered.
the
shadows.
cloak of
Invisibility.
shadows.
Oh, right. But I'm saying either way, when you did shatter, he would have known where you
Yeah.
So where are you going and how are you doing it?
I am running very quickly
Okay.
to the east.
So you guys follow that ledge. Now, I will say you could go side by side because it's 10 feet wide, but it's also snowy and icy.
Conga line.
Now,
Okay.
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
what if I told you about the tower? Me, Winnie.
Don't
No,
bear
me, Lark,
stack.
Winnie.
Don't bear stack this.
45 movement speed.
So who is piggybacking?
I'm probably piggybacking one of these two.
Okay.
Are you piggybacking one?
I'm faster than you.
Are you?
I can double
So,
dash, and I jump high.
but the problem is Florian doesn't have the strength to piggyback
Oh, I'm.
unless you use your
Yeah.
psychic arms.
That's probably right. When he's small, yeah, I'll psychic arm and you know how like cats pick up other cats, like they.
Yeah.
But it's like that, and the arms are just floating behind me.
So assuming that you are okay with that, and Lark, you are willing to piggyback on Ahkum.
Yeah.
You guys move. Actually, 40. What is your speed?
45.
45.
You move faster than Orb levitates. So you actually are ahead, and Orb is like, kind of like catching up. But you notice, and actually, as you're running around, you are ascending. This path goes up, and Orb, I'm gonna say you like go for a while, right, to kind of clear the area. You travel for like 5 minutes, and basically you meet at where Orb's original height was. So you have ascended like a good 60 feet vertically while going around this mountain. As you kind of arrive at this point, like Orb kind of, stops and kind of hovers, and his tentacle stalks come out, and the eyes are like looking around in all directions. It seems to be safe, he telepathically conveys to you.
Florian like skids to a stop in the snow and. All right.
I am still very hungry.
I thought they'd be smaller spiders.
Well, maybe it's because they'd be small to a giant.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes
I'd
sense.
say they'd still be pretty big to a giant.
I don't know.
I guess.
Think giants can
Spiders
actually
are
see
supposed to
little
be like
spiders?
this.
But,
like
but a
this.
giant is so big.
Sometimes spiders
They
can be like
see
this.
I met a spider that was that size.
Did you slay the hill giants?
No,
No.
we talked with them. They were very nice.
They were a little scary.
They were fine.
Quite clever of you.
I met a deer that was scarier one time.
Deers can be real scary,
They're mean.
They can be really tasty.
especially when they like just.
They're mean. Have you ever talked to a deer before?
No.
No. Good.
I haven't talked to. I've talked to a moose.
Oh, were they nice?
Yeah.
You don't sound so confident about that one,
I'm
Florian.
trying to remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't look like you.
You got
remember
it.
That
You got
well.
this. You can remember.
Yeah.
We got more
Oh,
things.
all right. Later.
Later. I will worry on remembering later.
It is indeed quite impressive that you were able to ascend the mountain to this degree.
Well, we're going to the top, so
Are you certain?
maybe we gotta find a wizard. So, yeah.
You must be careful. There are very, very great hazards ahead. But if it is indeed the top of the mountain that you seek, then you should continue. This path will lead you to a certain point, but then you will need to fly up or climb if you do not have the ability to fly.
Have you been to the top of the mountain? That's
Oh,
a natural 20.
Have you been to the top of the mountain? Curious question. I have seen the top of the mountain.
Do you live there?
No. He would not want me to be there.
What? Who's he?
Wizard, right?
What's his name?
The wizard.
Yes, the wizard. Yes.
We need to give him
Does-
their name.
That's a
I
good
could
one.
help you. Do you have rope?
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of rope.
I could levitate the rope. And Orb like reaches out one of its stalks,
How
like waiting for one of you.
how high
I
is
could
up?
levitate the rope to a height and secure it, but beyond that, I should not go higher.
Well, that would be very helpful. Yeah, you could do that.
How much? How far until the top?
Hundreds of feet.
Hundreds of feet.
But if I secured a rope, that would perhaps at least help you.
I mean, yeah, that would be very helpful if you could do that for us.
Yes, traveling along this path we should go for quite some time until we reach the rift.
The what?
And then it just starts like levitating along ahead of you guys up the path.
What's a rift?
It's like
It's where the mountain was torn.
Torn. Who tore the mountain? Gnog?
No.
Was the goose.
Who? You?
A god much greater than Gnog.
What were those?
Huh?
Was it where all those guys came from when that fancy spell got cast?
That's a good question. Do you recognize 3 of the same guy? With this hat, with different hats?
Wait. Oh, the Tarask? Does the Tarask live in the mountain?
Not in this mountain.
Oh, okay. Different
Alright.
mountain.
That is to the north.
We should talk to that guy.
He might be like a deer. He might be mean.
You come to see the wizard,
Yeah.
The wonderful wizard.
but your purposes are not harmful.
No.
No, we're trying.
We're messengers.
Yeah, we have a
Very
we have a
well.
letter from Zabilla, as well as and some other stuff.
And we want to know how to kill the dragon.
Did you
Samad.
tell Orb about this letter from Sibylla, or even mention Sibylla's name before?
I don't think so. We've only talked to them a bit.
I think Winny might have.
You didn't say Sibylla.
I was at Sibylla. I said, we have a letter from his girlfriend. Oh my god.
That is what
that's
we
what she
said.
said.
Orb says, yes, up the path we should go, and then ascend the rift you will, once I bring the rope up. Beyond that, you will be on your own.
All right, how much rope do we have? How much rope do you have? I've been doing math.
Even I cannot hide from some of the things that you may face.
I have 50 feet.
50.
50. Oh wait. I might have more. Where's my shit?
So, do you guys continue up the path?
I say we use 100 feet of our rope.
Winding up the path you go. And I should say that it is not a perfect measure, perfect path by any measure. At many times, the ledge narrows to like 3 feet, and it's precarious, and you guys slow your pace down significantly. And then other times it kind of cuts back, where like you have to do, like it kind of just dead ends, and then you have to kind of climb up a little bit and then follow another thing. But over the course of hours, like 6 hours, you probably ascend another 200 feet overall, crossing back and forth, climbing up, going back this way, climbing up again, going back this way. And eventually, you guys arrive at a part of the mountain where like you're going around a path, and then the ledge stops, like it dead ends. And it opens up, and to the left, it basically looks like somebody tore a chunk of the mountain off. Like it's like cleaved, like that. There's nothing there. And Orb floats out just into the open air above this spot, and says, "If rope you have, I will take it." I don't know why I'm talking like Yoda.
No, it's funny. It's funny if you do that.
If you have rope, I will lift it up and anchor it to one of the great boulders. Then you will need to climb. But do not be too slow in your climbing ascent.
100 feet of rope.
Wait, we have to climb across this like schismy thing,
I
or
think we just go up.
just go up.
Secure it I will, and then climb the rope. You must quickly.
Where are you? Is he secure? Are you securing it on the other side of the chasm, or up?
Up and on the other side will be.
Is
and-
it really dangerous over there?
Creatures? No.
No.
Creatures the wizard can handle. But other things, things which do not have good intent for the wizard, sometimes try to come.
All right.
All right.
I give him like 100 feet of rope.
Plants.
I don't know.
It with one of its stalks, it like curls around like a loop of the rope. Side note, do you have a grappling hook? So are you affixing these ropes together? Okay, so it then in that case, it just takes the grappling hook side in one of its stalks and it just begins levitating up and across this chasm, this rift. And, you know, a few minutes later, basically, like, you don't even hear it.
I had a
entering.
question before he leaves.
Okay.
Is he gone? Oh, I was gonna say, okay. Do you work for the wizard orb?
You're holding the other end,
Yeah.
obviously. At a certain point, it's like, oh, this is taut. Like, you're holding it, and it must be secured. You kind of give it a tug, and then a few moments later, Orb, like, you see Orb levitating back down towards you guys. The hook is secured around one of the great boulders. It
What's
will
a
not.
great boulder?
Yeah, boulder.
It
Big
was.
one.
It was part of the mountaintop at one point. Before the sundering.
The
It
what?
fell and landed, and it will not move. It is large and very heavy.
What is the sundering?
The top of this mountain is flat because of the sundering.
Does it count as a plateau then?
One could say that,
Alright, cool.
Who is
and it's
one?
floating. It is floating in front of you. Did you want to ask that question?
Yeah.
Work for. Orb is not paid.
That's not right.
Orb helps the wizard.
Did she help you
Do-
back?
The wizard could have
Do
killed
work
Orb.
for the wizard, paid or unpaid.
Yes. Orb scouts the mountain.
Have you snitched on us?
Orb warns the wizard about dangers. Orb may have told the wizard about people.
He's a
We have
nerd.
names.
We started calling Orb, and now Orb refers to itself as Orb.
That's the name he gave us.
Oh, it is. Okay.
We have
I thought we
names.
just started
also
calling.
have names.
Yes.
I am Ahkum.
I'm Florian.
He knows who you are.
Oh,
Is
that's,
he-
How?
that's
Is
great.
he like happy to see us?
He saw you before.
Oh.
Well,
Well, I haven't seen. Where,
He said there were 5 of you, but he had to banish one. One that did not belong on Chamenos.
wait, is he the old guy that killed the ginger?
Yeah. What? I thought. What? I thought we knew that.
I don't know. I might be a little stupid.
we all are.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I thought. I knew something.
Does he want to dissolve us? Does he want to?
He is curious about your message.
Oh,
It's
right,
from
'cause
his.
It's from
What's the word?
his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Couldn't we technically just give it to Orb?
Well, no, I want to go up there.
No,
We
'cause
also have to
need,
ask him
we need to
questions.
talk to him
All right.
because we need to kill the dragon and also all those orcs that are invading our hero.
What dragon?
Sama?
Good luck climbing and be very careful.
All right.
Is the rope secured at the bottom, like where we are?
You are truly brave. Most people with 2 legs do not come up this high.
People with 4 legs?
Creatures, maybe.
One leg?
How do you walk with 1 leg?
You can get a fake one.
I think. I think.
doesn't have
But then
any
you don't
leg.
have one leg, do you?
No. I guess.
I think to get up the rope,
Can't walk if you
we
have one
should
leg.
have either me or Ahkum
We should swing.
go first. No.
no.
That sounds fun. Either me or Ahkum go first, and then the other one goes last, and then you 2 go in the middle.
Okay.
So you're saying that a person will anchor one end and you guys are going to try to climb the rope
I will go
on a
last.
diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going first?
I will
I'll
hold
go
the rope
first.
and anchor it.
Okay. You have 2 options.
Got 2 options.
If you wanted to try to make a tightrope walk on an incline, I will let you make an acrobatics check with disadvantage. If you wanted to climb this rope, like, you know, hand over hand with your legs anchored around it, you can make an athletics check.
Oh, acrobatics is better than
You
athletics.
With that
Guidance.
disadvantage, though.
With disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
I believe.
I just want to be clear that you can't even see
Oh,
the
wait.
bottom of this chasm.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
That's how far down it is.
I will take. Actually, I have a good idea. Florian's going to take another bit of rope because we didn't use all of it.
And you're going to
tie it around my waist and tie the other side around this like rope we have going across.
Could you imagine if he had not said that and then rolled like a failed?
Would it be the first time?
Would it be the first time?
Yeah.
The difference is falling damage after 1,000 feet is significantly more deadly.
So like I'm
So you're gonna loop a safety.
Yeah.
All right.
And then like I'm gonna try to like I'm gonna walk up.
So you need to make 3 successful rolls. Go.
That's gonna be real good at a.
Yes.
With this, yeah, okay. All these are disadvantage.
Yep.
That's gonna be good. I'm a little dumb. 13.
Nope.
Nope.
You fall and slip back down. It was like a zip line.
That looks
Go
kind
ahead.
of fun.
Roll again.
Got us again.
Nope. Actually, no, actually, that's a 14. That's
Nope.
Oh no. He's too little.
I'm going. I got this. All
right, that one you made.
With a
All right.
21.
Roll number 2.
Nope, that one. You go in the bin. There we go. Vanished.
Did you roll another one?
7.
This is Tom and Jerry. This is Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
I love Tom and Jerry.
It's like watching a circus performer during practice.
Florian, let me go.
I'll try doing hand over hand this time.
Okay. No
No
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Make an athletics check.
Oh,
There you go.
Good at
Yep.
a 27.
That's number 1.
16.
Yep. Number 2. You're 2/3 of the way there.
Better than before.
Okay. You get up, and here's what you see. First of all, like your visibility, 20 feet. Just fog, snow. Not even like flurries, like straight up snow, right? You get up to a outcropping, like a flat outcropping, where you see like several large boulders, and you see that the grappling hook is like anchored around the base of one of them and doubled back on itself. You see that this is about 30 feet in diameter, this flat spot, and then there's more mountain to climb up from that. But you have arrived at this point.
I'm gonna like slide my rope attachment. Like I'm gonna take it off and then slide it down
Okay.
for the next person.
It makes it about 30 feet. All right, who's up next?
During this time, there's no one on the rope. I'm going to take the end of the rope down here. I'm going to tie it around my waist a few times.
Okay.
And just make sure I have an anchor that's part of me. And then
Solid.
I'm just going to fly.
Well done.
I'm going.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, I have my little.
Make a safety belt. All right,
Yep.
3 rolls.
I'm doing the acrobatics at disadvantage one first because I
Okay.
think it'd be fun. All right. That's gonna be well above a 20.
Okay. You make it 1/3 of the way there.
That is also gonna be well above a 20.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit, disadvantage. Fuck. I didn't say that. Oh, I'm
Winnie-
trying again.
Winnie slides back down. All right, go ahead.
I want to beat Florian. All right. This might take a second. That failed again. This shows my athletics is a -1, which isn't great. So I'm gonna keep rolling acrobatics with guidance. 13. Wait.
We could just have Winnie piggyback on Ahkum.
Enhance ability.
Okay.
Then I'll just have straight rolls. So I'm gonna roll 3 of them at once. That's 2 15s and a 16, so that will be
Yes.
above 20 for all of them.
You make 1, you make 2, and above 20 for all of them.
Yes.
You make your way up. You see the same thing. There's a kind of a flat landing, about 30 feet in diameter, boulder, anchored grappling hook. Florian's there. You were up.
All right, I'll
Got
slide.
ass.
Hi.
Yes.
Is there a reason I can't see the bottom because it's obscured by like mist and fog?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna climb it. That's athletics, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you anchoring yourself with a rope?
Cat.
Wait, what is that? I thought you were looking at him.
No, you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
You make the first third of the trip.
Silence rolls. That's such a power play.
Sigma. Ooh.
5.
You slide back down.
What's he rolling?
On your way back down, give me a perception check really quick.
I think it's beasts following us because we were taking a really long time.
Yeah.
You see one of those spiders. It's crawling at an inverted way up towards where you and Ahkum are. And it's about 30 feet away. You get the first move.
Cantrip message. Fucking spider! Spider!
Where?
Spider!
Where?
Behind me!
You see Lark slide back down, a process you've seen many times now, and Lark is looking down and underneath you guys.
Can we see this or no? Okay.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
Hold
no!
on.
Let's
Mr.
say climb
Allen,
again.
He has an
what is the
idea.
strength of this rope?
Are you asking me if you could just Indiana Jones? You can,
Sigma.
but you're going to have to soak up falling damage without the benefit of your rage, because you will be. Let's just do some
Wait,
even bill level and basic math.
Unnecessary. Pull me up.
Here's the anchor. Here's you guys. If you want to just do that, you're gonna slam into that rock wall.
I can
Fair
maybe
enough.
help again. No, you're out
No
of vision. You're
way.
way out of view of doing that. It's
No way.
100 feet down.
If I swing and climb, can I pull myself up to the point where the pendulum, I'll swing back?
Bro, gotta hit the torque.
What is this?
Never mind, this
What are
is
you
stupid.
doing?
I'll roll initiative.
What's
Okay.
going on here, Lagan?
Lark, what's your initiative?
That's the wrong dice
I gotta roll.
entirely.
20, non-natural.
Once again, you win.
20 natural.
Once again, you win.
Yeah.
So you know this is coming because Lark whispered a message to you. You have the rope, you're the anchor, and Lark has belted to it. This is your move. You can hear, you don't see him yet unless you go to the edge and look over, but you could hear the spider crawling up towards you. Like you hear the rock and the ice being disturbed as it's crawling up towards you.
How far down is it? For me?
Yep, like within 10, 20 feet.
10, 20 feet?
Yeah.
How much rope do I have slack?
10 feet. Just as a reminder, Lark is still tied to the rope that you were
Yeah.
anchoring. I let go of the rope. What?
No, it's tied around me.
I know, I'm just kidding. What's your move?
If you pull me up.
Yeah, I'll let you just grab Lark and pull up.
Okay. You were
Any
on the
check?
ledge. You were on the ledge.
Okay, cool.
I shift one of my arms if I can choose. Do I have control over like specific body parts, or is it just like?
No, let's wolf out completely.
Okay, I shift.
Okay.
And then
I'm making a snowman.
use whatever, prepare an object. I pull out javelins.
Okay. It comes up over, like, basically looking as if it was chasing Lark. Comes up over to where it would see the rope. And it's going to go whoosh, whoosh, and punch out with two of its spiky arms. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Does a 24 hit?
14 AC.
Oh. Very well. Lark, you are going to take 8, 10, 16.
Okay.
Ahkum, you are going to take 8, 6, 14. Piercing damage. It is now your turns collectively.
Okay. I'm going to. Wait, I did that wrong. Grab, like just the wall, like
Yes.
grab the wall. I'm
Yes.
assuming I can. Yeah. Okay. and then Eldritch Blast.
Blast it.
Okay. Okay. That is a 19 and a 10 to hit.
19's a hit. What's the damage?
Yeah, I did. Oh, and proficiency bonus. Hold on, wait, no, sorry. 21 and a 13 to hit.
21's a hit.
Okay.
They have an 18 armor class, so that'll just
Okay.
expedite your rolls. They have
Okay.
solid rock carapace.
That is 3 plus 3 is 6 damage.
It kind of crackle-ackles on the carapace.
And then bonus action. I'm assuming I'm within claw range.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like right up on you guys.
I'm just gonna scratch
action
at
claw.
it. Yep. 7 plus. I forget what my.
Your claws rake against its extraordinarily thick carapace.
Yeah. That's
And you
that's
get-
not gonna
You get
hit
gross
regardless.
carapace skin under your fingernails. You're up.
Gnog sword, 2 attacks. Both an advantage, reckless attack.
Did you bonus action to Ray Ray?
Yes, thank you. That'll be 21 to hit,
Yes.
and yeah, 2 hits. Two-handed, so it's a D10. Mm-hmm. Ooh, very good. $27 magical slashing.
What?
No, 31 magical
doesn't
slashing.
You are slashing it, and both were hits.
Yes.
The first hit, you notice that your blade crashes through its carapace, and this gross, like weird, imagine like lobster meat, basically, like bubbles out of the crack. The second attack you slash through, it like convulses, and then it falls off the mountain.
Can I try to stab it and skewer it before it falls?
Sure.
Cool.
If you roll higher than me.
You're the 13.
That's a 13. Roll better.
Be cool.
Nope.
That's
That's-
in the middle of the table. Come on, Josh.
What you get?
16.
All right, make an attack roll.
At advantage?
Sure.
Awesome.
You're
Reckless
raging.
attack.
Why not?
12.
You're like, huh. It just, the thing crackles and falls down
He's like
off
that.
the mountain.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
He's
Breakfast.
so hungry.
It's not eaten in 2 days.
Bro.
No, we don't.
I have food.
You
Why do you not
should
have
make an
food?
Arcana check.
Arcana?
Hey, where's Vermont?
He's chilling out.
Backpacked to
Okay.
Ahkum.
Just make a check.
8.
There was nothing out of the ordinary that you feel in that encounter.
Cool.
Like your sword just did a lot of damage, and you were easily able to destroy a creature.
Could I check?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
No.
No. My boy. Nat 20. That was kind of botched, though. I can reroll if you want me to.
There was totally something crazy and insane about what just happened, and there's no way that he should have been able to kill that enormous.
There's totally
ice
something crazy that
spider.
say this happened, and there's no way you should have been able to
It definitely
just
has to do with that magical sword, because that
kill that
sword
spider. There's no way.
carved through that thing like
I'm
this.
really, really strong.
like-
Have you
no,
seen me?
it's that sword that
It
you have.
definitely has nothing to
It's
do with his strength and
definitely.
everything to do with
It doesn't have anything to do with your
I like
strength and everything. It's
imagining
definitely your sword.
Lark
Really
pausing
strong.
in
No,
the
it's
middle
your
of her
sword.
sentence to like listen to the waves of the wind and go like, it's
Where's the fire?
the flame.
Okay. It is, once again, I was going to say it's silent, but it's not, because you're on a mountain with a blizzard, so it's like, just like snow,
good
and you guys have like
wind
20
noise.
feet of visibility, it's just crazy, and you're cold, and now what do you do?
We're making a
Are
snowman.
you going to try to climb
Yeah.
again?
Lark,
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Start the climb.
you got this.
You need 3 consecutive
I do.
15s or higher.
I'm also shifted right now.
Oh,
So
does that give you a
it
bonus
gives
to your athletics roll?
me
by chance? Because if so,
1 minute.
1 minute.
okay.
Um,
Well, that was only like 3 rounds, maybe 4, including your conversation.
Nope, that's all I get.
Okay. All right.
Just my claws.
Roll. First roll.
Claws.
Need a 15 or higher.
Boy.
Slide.
That's a,
Second roll.
yeah. Nope.
Third roll.
Nope.
Fourth roll.
Okay.
That's a 15, right?
That's a 18.
Okay. So you're a third of the way up. Now
Lark
make a
is
second roll.
strength.
12.
Lark is
12 is a
stronger
miss.
than you.
So that's 6 total rolls, right?
Yep.
Ah, perfect.
Oh. Florian, what do
You hear
think's
another one
taking him
coming.
So long?
I'm not shifted any longer, I don't think.
climb. I got it.
Okay.
All right. Roll.
16.
That's a make.
12.
Wonder.
You hear it getting really close.
Sword.
Okay. It crests the top.
2 attacks at advantage.
Initiative. You can roll. You're there.
Okay.
17.
God, I suck at initiative for these things, dude. It's like the third consecutive 6 that I've
21.
rolled. Okay, so it's coming at you guys again. Very familiar. And no, it's not the same one. This is a different one. Its carapace is completely intact. Roll your attacks.
Well, I've no longer shifted. Less than a minute.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
The
Okay.
Great Cavern.
17 and 14. to hit.
No and no.
Wait, no, sorry. I keep writing proficiency bonus.
20.
20's the hit.
That's a 19
19's a hit.
and a 16.
16's a miss.
All right.
The 19's a hit. Give me that damage. Force damage works.
I don't know why I rolled that. This is a 7.
Pew pew.
Do you have Agonizing Blast?
I do, yeah. I don't know. I didn't roll this.
13?
I just added 3.
Nope.
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Far above a 20.
Roll the damage for far above a 20. Oh. What is the damage?
Do some math. Hold on. 8.
Okay. You do damage. It doesn't seem to react in the same way. Its turn. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Florian.
It's been
Ah!
Should be doing something.
19 damage, Lark.
It's been a minute.
All right.
Since when?
Last initiative.
I think so.
Since the first spider? Oh, yeah. She had 6 attempts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's been like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
We have so far made 2 snowmen.
5, 4, and 9, and 6. That's 15.
Let's make a family of them.
Okay.
Funny.
Back to the top of the order, Lark.
All right. Let's go. That's an Eldritch Blast. Okay, both of them fell.
Okay.
I understand.
You're up.
Rage. Reckless attack. 14.
Their AC 15.
Yeah. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Yep.
Ooh.
8 damage.
You hit this one, and this time it splits right through its carapace, cutting into its flesh. Lobster flesh bubbles out.
Can I grab some?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
All right. How about this? You just
Bro has
you're like,
the
"Ugh," and then it's just dead. It's just dead.
All right.
It like twitches a few times and it's dead.
I'm just gonna like.
Smash cut to the top of the not quite the top of the mountain, but the higher elevation. Orb comes up like through the blizzard to you two, and is like, "Your friends are having problems with spiders." No. I warned you not to take too long. This was my concern. They're.
We're over here on our third
We're
snowman.
over here. Who's having trouble?
They seem to be doing okay, but it is taking a long time to climb, and the spiders, they are very sensitive to the movements upon the mountain. They can sense them almost as if there was some kind of
Tremor sense?
tremor
That's
being
not
sensed.
good.
I will levitate down.
Lark from over here.
I will carefully go and look again to see how they are progressing.
Wait. I have, maybe. I'm gonna try to manifest like the guidance cantrip, but as like
An orb?
no, as
Oh.
like a little bird, because when I cast my other spells, a little bird will show up and it will be the spell. I'm going to focus on my energy.
What are you using for your spell focus? I'm just curious.
I'm going to flood my orb.
Oh no.
I'm going to go. All right, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to go. I want a bird that's like guidance.
To do what?
To give it to Lark so that they can climb up the mountain.
Roll percentile.
All right, very cool. I think this is a very good idea.
Take your dice.
Oh, no. That's a 48.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is +3,
No, the actual number.
16,
And then what level are you?
6.
Okay.
Thinking.
You did this for a guidance so that they can get up the mountain. Mm-hmm. Smash cut. An orb is still with you because you were like, wait, right? Smash cut. You grab this meat and you're like, And you're like smelling it. It smells kind of gross. You're still tied to him on the rope, right?
Yeah.
You see the spider that you just killed, whose carapace is split open and meat is bubbling out, and it's dead. And it's been dead for, probably 30 seconds. All of a sudden it goes, and it twitches, and then it stands up. And it doesn't attack you, but it walks over towards the edge, and it just kind of like nudges up. You know how dogs sometimes like come up against you? It just nudges up against you.
Orb.
It nudges up against both of you.
All right. What do you want? I just killed you.
It nudges up against, it kind of gets down low, and then it nudges almost like knocking you onto its back. And then it kind of sits up.
Can I roll insight?
Yes.
The power of friendship.
6.
It's not attacking you.
I'm gonna climb by myself.
I'm gonna sit on
might
its
need
back.
some help. You might
I'm gonna sit on his back.
Okay.
untie from the rope.
Yeah, I untie.
You grab part of it from the carapace. It starts climbing. And it climbs up the wall, like up the sheer rock face and around the end, all the way around, and then it ends up towards the top. You guys are sitting there, and Orb is like, there's a spider coming, but what? And you see like all four,
my
like there's like
spider.
orb stalks just like, your friend is on it. What?
Like,
And like Orb like carefully levitates away. And a few moments later, you see this spider with a gaping wound and like flesh still bubbling out of it, but it's like moving. And it comes up and it climbs up and just stops. And you see Lark on top of it.
I kick it. Florian gets scared and kicks the spider.
Oops.
That's a miss. I guess it's
I'm gonna-
normal armor class.
Well, that worked.
It lowers itself when you do this with your hand.
No, like I pet it, like on the head.
Okay.
They call me Lord of the Arachnids. It's my new
Josh,
name.
smash
Alright.
cut.
Smash
All
cut.
by yourself with a rope.
I have my sword.
Yes.
It is in its sheath,
Yes.
but like also tied around me.
Yes.
I have my ring in both palms.
Yes.
And I am giving a prayer to Gnog. Effectively, what I'm doing is I'm sitting there and I'm just chanting. From the land, for the land, with the land, Gnog, grant me the strength to overcome this mountain. And that just over and over and over again.
Bro's gooting out.
He's gooting out.
Roll percentile.
He's gooting all over the place.
11.
You're so deeply entrenched in your prayers that you like kind of tune everything out. And the cold just kind of stops. Like you don't feel cold anymore. And then for a moment you don't even hear the wind. The rope goes slack on the other side.
Shit.
Huh? Where'd it go?
Like it had been taught. Like you felt and saw when it was moving when she was trying to climb it. You saw that. Now it just goes like.
Did he just jump?
I'm gonna grab the rope and pull.
Yep, it just starts coming up towards you. There's no resistance whatsoever.
Do we get to the end of it?
Yep.
We'll throw it back down in case he's still down there.
Helmet to Ahkum.
150 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's way further than that.
I cast Sending to Ahkum.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a powerful spell. Okay, we
they
got
hear the rope
25
snap?
words.
Are you dead?
Don't
Did
respond.
you fall? If not, where are you? Please don't be dead. Have a good day.
Do I get this message?
Yes, but first let me affiliate
Okay.
you with where you are. You're in this deep, deep level of prayer. And as I mentioned, you stop feeling the cold. You know, like when you're in a deep meditative kind of Zen trance, you stop feeling the cold. You stop even hearing the wind. And you're still like in this mode. The earth is just as solid underneath your feet as it was before. But you're like, as you're in this meditation, you're like, repeat what it is that you wanted, because your phrasing was very important.
The chant itself is from the land.
No, not that part.
Okay. Gnog, grant me the strength to overcome this mountain.
There we go. You're overcome this mountain. And you're like, man, why am I sweating? Like you're hot now. Like you feel like beads of sweat in your fur. Like you're hot. And also, it's not like overcast. It's sunny. Like bright. Like as you open your eyes, it's so bright you almost can't even see. And your eyes, sort of adapt, and you see you're standing on solid ground up, and you look around, and it's a flat, rocky plateau. And there's no cloud cover.
Wait.
There's no cloud cover. You're above the clouds. Like, you see the sun, and you're like, wow, that's why it's so bright. Because it's sunny. And you see a plateau that stretches for hundreds of yards. And you have perfect vision, don't you?
Yeah, a mile.
At the end, you're at this edge of this plateau. You look around, and I mean,
What do you mean you can see a mile?
He has an ability where he can see 1 mile.
basically
unaided by lights.
imagine that you're at the top of this like circle, right? And you're at like one end of it. But you have this supreme vision. You could see this entire rocky plateau that looks very much like a
Is it
rocky
like a
plateau.
smooth?
Not like smooth, like unnaturally
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah.
Okay, but just it's at the top of a mountain. You're above the clouds. The sun is beaming down on you. Now, granted, there's still wind and it's a little cold, but not what you were just in. You look across the plateau, and you see a tower that's about 3 stories tall. And then you get a message.
Ahkum!
I am at the top. I jumped up, I think. Maybe. Catch up. Going to see the tower.
You got 5 words left.
Have a good day.
Bye,
Zero.
bye, 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 bye.
He's at the top of the mountain?
So, okay, while this is happening, while this whole sending thing is happening, Florian is frantically pulling up the rope.
Okay.
Is it just like a loop at the bottom, like that was around him, or is
Yeah.
it broken?
No, it's knotted and tied. Like it looks exactly like it had been tied around
He's
him.
at the top!
He slipped through.
No, Florian, he's alive!
Oh, what?
He's at the top!
Oh,
Somehow.
cool, let's go over there.
Lark remembers Florian's absolutely devastated face.
He slipped through.
He said he's gonna go talk to the wizard. Orb,
Yes?
is it a bad idea if he goes to talk? Is it a bad idea if he goes and talks to the wizard right now?
By himself?
Yes.
But and you see Orb's stalks look back down.
He's at the top.
Like 2 of the orb stalks look up and the other 2 look down. Orb will go find out, but see the wizard by himself, he should not.
Okay, I'm gonna cast setting to Ahkum.
Ascend the rest of the mountain, the 3 of you should. This way. Orb's stalks aim in like kind of a northeasterly direction, and you see it's not a sheer cliff face. Like it looks like you guys could actually mountain climb the rest of this. Through the misty, cloudy parts and past you should go, and arrive at the plateau you will.
I'm casting setting to Ahkum again. Alright. Ahkum, do not go see the wizard. Orb says it's a bad idea, and he's very smart. Just like camp out for a bit, please.
I already see him. He's just like right there in his tower. Should I stop?
I'm out of a sentence.
I don't have any food.
Could I have Mr. Allen, could I burn?
Oh, look, a bird. Bye.
Mr. Allen, could I burn both my channel divinities to cast one more setting to Ahkum?
Before you do that, I just want to remind you of something.
Yeah.
You successfully utilized your orb.
Use my orb.
There's a
It's true.
ice spider who is still apparently animated and is considered a large creature who can, with advantage, climb this mountain. And there's 3 of you and 1 of it, and you could possibly ride it up the mountain.
Everybody get on the bug.
What's his name?
His name is Tulip.
Tulip.
Tulip. Okay, everybody get on Tulip.
I was gonna say Bungus.
That's better. His name is Bungus.
All right, Bungus it is. And I'm gonna like slap a cure wounds on his big gaping wound.
It doesn't work. It's dead.
He's undead.
All right, everybody get on Tulip.
Okay. The 3 of you grab onto this ice spider's carapace in different parts. It's your will to go up, right? It starts climbing. You look back
Like
and
goes mush.
you look back and you see Orb just like wave by with one of his eye stalks.
Thank you.
I also wave by with my astral hands.
Oh wait, I'm gonna take one of the flowers off my hat. I'm gonna hold it over.
Orb levitates over and catches it,
Thank you.
scoops it up in one of his eye stalks.
All right.
You continue to climb. It takes a half an hour, even though the ice spider has absolutely no problem climbing. Hundreds of feet further up you go, and you eventually emerge kind of out of the blizzard conditions through this cloud cover effectively, and you kind of crest the top of this plateau. And about 50 feet away, you see sitting in a meditative pose on the stone is Ahkum. And you see this plateau goes for hundreds of yards. And in the distance, you see something sticking up, like far, far away.
I'm gonna run over at Ahkum. I'm gonna like Florian with his 10 strength is gonna grab Ahkum and go. Oh, he's not dead.
No, he's not dead. He's just on top.
He was sitting there.
I was.
Just,
I don't know what I was doing.
I thought you fell many feet down.
I think he fell up somehow.
I jumped, I think, maybe.
Jump?
I blinked and I was up here.
I hand him the rest. I hand him the looped rope.
All right. Well,
Ball it back up.
gotta go see the wizard. Then?
Yeah, he's right over
What do
there.
we do with this?
With
You
what?
What do we
look,
do with Bungus?
Tulip?
do you point in the direction of the tower that you see? You guys see like, again, imagine like 5 football fields away. You just see something vaguely on the horizon standing up.
It's about 3 stories tall.
What's the outside?
It looks like it's made of solid stone. You do see a couple windows, and you do see a door at the main level. But other than that, it is very basic.
It's very simple. Small.
All right. We can bring Bungus with us.
Okay.
Ahkum, this is
How did you-
Bungus.
How did...
I think when he's like petting him.
I ate part of Bungus.
I fixed it.
No.
I fixed
There's
it.
a hole there.
It's obviously quite dead to you.
No,
Like,
there isn't.
There's like blood and gore gushing out of the
Like it-
wound.
Can I walk over?
This is
Is there still like flesh inside?
Yeah.
Bro.
At this point, it's kind of stinky. But then again, it's cold weather, so it's not like it rotted, too badly.
Cupcake with decorative
good.
bite marks.
well. Do we want to bring him or no?
I don't think the wizard would like him though.
All right.
Zabilla didn't like when you did the other thing.
No. All right.
I think we might want to tell him about your funny thing.
Keep the orb on the down. All right. Tulip and or Bungus. I
Bangus bongus.
release you from my orb. Go.
It kind of like turns awkwardly. It's very like stiff movements, and it begins descending.
Bye bye.
And then you hear like, and you just hear it crackle, banging up against the rocks as its dead carapace crashes down.
Hey, Florian.
Yeah.
I'll race you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Someone tell us to go.
Stop.
Hold on 1 second.
Stop. Go. Stop.
One second.
You say
1
go,
second.
stop, Florian,
I
like-
shift.
Oh, it is a race then. All right,
okay.
what's your shifted speed? No reason. Just, okay.
I shift and I say, go!
All right. I'm
then
gonna
I-
also run.
Yeah, we're
All right,
going.
Who has the highest speed?
Me and Ahkum are tied right now.
At
45. Dashing at 90.
Dashing 90.
dashing 90.
I'm gonna make a.
makes me
You're not ready for the
faster.
last portion.
Winnie, what's your?
I have 35 feet of movement. But
But cast Long Strider.
no, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Whole Person on Florian.
No! I have magic resistance, and you son of a bitch! I'm a satyr. You're a satyr.
I know.
What's your DC?
I know.
What's your DC?
It's
Advantage.
14.
Come on, 11 or higher.
Come on.
We're good. 19. Sorry, 18.
Okay. You are
stop the
speedily running.
I would like to make the argument. Now, running is implied to be on two legs.
Yes.
Lark runs like those wolf
Now-
girls on TikTok.
God. But four legs
Yeah.
would arguably much faster.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would have full wolf capability. You
I'm wolfing out.
in the last, let's say, 100 yards.
That's
You
enough.
yeah, you were able to go very fast, but they beat you there.
What did you beat me by?
Unless
Okay, so
I would like to explain what you see when you arrive closer, because the rest of you, until probably the last 100 yards, didn't really see much detail. But in fact, you see what looks like a 3-story stone tower with 2 windows and a door on the main level. The windows are on the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor. The door is on effectively the ground level. So the door looks like it's made of wood, although perhaps a little aged. It looks like it's made of wood.
Run up and knock.
Sure. Knock, knock, knock.
I would like to say for the race, on the last, what is it, like 600-ish feet?
Yes.
Florian's gonna use the rest of his flow, and he's gonna step of the wind all on those 3 turns, and instead of moving 90 feet a turn, he moves 180 feet a turn for the last 3 turns.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like.
So you're leaning up against the tower when Ahkum runs up to knock.
I'm making pace with Ahkum, and then Florian just goes, all right.
Okay. You arrive in incredible speed. You knock. The 2 of you are there.
Great.
A few moments later, you 2 arrive.
I like racing. It's fun.
Next time.
Yeah.
As you guys are all
Time
standing
left.
outside of this wooden door of this 3-story tower, it's quiet up here. A little bit windy because you're on a mountaintop, but relatively speaking, pretty quiet. And you hear the sound of like footsteps from inside, like boots on some kind of floor. And then you hear like a and like locks being opened.
How many locks?
3.
Motherfucker needs locks on this mountain.
The door opens. And standing right inside, you see a human man with like tan skin, like pretty tanned, kind of like the Kamina people, but with very light blonde hair. He has an incredible like charisma to him. Like he's handsome, like clean shaven
He's got
face.
It's Hansel Zoolander.
He looks like he's about maybe 30 years old, like clean shaven, perfect skin, like well built, and he's wearing like a kind of a silky sort of white shirt with like a golden kind of robe over it, very like nobility looking. And he has like, very nice kind of like azure pants, like silky pants, and like nicely well-made like leather boots.
I think Winnie's gonna whisper to Ahkum.
You do not see any weapons. Like he's not wearing any weapons. So he kind of like opens the door and like looks at you. And it's like, shoulder length kind of like blonde hair. And he says, welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
We have a message from your girlfriend.
I don't recall having a girlfriend.
Aww. Sibylla? The druids?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Fine boom.
Guys, I don't
know if this guy can have a
Yeah,
girlfriend.
you're all there, so
He seems a little.
That's a 12.
I think he's one of them. I got a natural wood. Can I have advantage because I'm the master of love?
you here's what you get. You get this very neutral expression, and he's like, I'm interested in your message. Obviously you have traveled quite a distance to come here. Perhaps you would like to come in?
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
Do you have food?
Of course. Welcome to my tower, please.
What's your name?
You may call me the Oracle.
The Whiz Master.
No, we're not doing that.
I have been known as both a master and a wizard.
The Whiz Master.
I like the Oracle.
Oracle? Do you have like a name?
I do. Come in. He turns around, he leaves the door open, and looking into this tower,
I have a
like
question.
on the
I'm going
first.
to interrupt you. Is
Yeah.
he like floating or does he walk away?
No, he seems to just be walking like a normal
Okay.
human.
Okay.
But he,
What shoes does he got on?
He's wearing boots.
Okay.
He walks in, and you can see inside the tower now. Make an Arcana check. Those of you
Arcana.
who are interested in using your minds.
Nat 20.
I'm not
13.
using my mind.
Okay, so
Unnatural 20.
you're looking into this doorway, and you see a vast open foyer that openly leads to like a long hallway, and then another room that's a parlor, and then another room and you're like, this is too big inside to fit in this tower. Like, from the outside, the tower looks like it's maybe 20 feet around. This is like several hundred feet inside.
How did you stretch the inside of your tower?
A lot of time and magic.
This seems like a perfectly normal sized tower.
Come in. I'll feed you and perhaps we'll have a chat.
Woo.
Do you guys enter the Tower of the Wizard?
Yes.
Yes.
Florian wipes his feet. Is there a doormat?
There is.
I wipe my hooves on the doormat so I don't track snow.
Okay.
I track snow into his house.
You, after all of you enter, you notice that the door closes by itself and 3 locks close behind it. He's not anywhere there. He's walking down the long hallway. He's like, come this way.
Ahkum follows.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know, like, a real old dude with a big hat who, like, is also two other old dudes?
With different hats?
I think they had the same.
No,
Are they the same hat?
I don't think they had hats. Wait, no, because they had funny hats on,
They had
remember?
funny hats on. Different.
At the end of the hallway, he walks into a room that basically looks like kitchens. Like the kind of kitchens that you would see in like a large mansion or a castle. Like, but there's no one in there. He walks over to some cupboards and he pulls out a few boxes and you see he has like these dried beans and some rice, and he picks up some scoops of them up and puts them into a pot, and then he puts his hand over it and then he dumps the pot out into a big bowl, and you see this big bowl of cooked beans and rice. And then he goes over to another cupboard and he reaches up and unhooks like an entire wedge of like beef, like basically like an entire like leg of meat, and he brings it over to like the hearth and he just puts it into the fire and then turns it and then pulls it out and sets it on a platter. It's completely cooked. So he begins kind of preparing these things, and at a certain point he like turns his back and he's working on a platter of like bread and fruits and cheese, and then you notice that the other platters and bowls just levitate into the air, and he's like, right this way, and he goes across the hall to another door and you see a large dining room with a huge dining table. And
Vermont's
he pulls up a chair. He like walks up to the chair and the chair pulls out and he stands there, and then the chair comes in behind him and he sits down, and the food platters just like float over and land one after another on the long table. He's like, please sit. Would you like anything to drink? And he looks behind him and you see several pitchers just rise up in the air and land on the table, and goblets appear in front of you.
Ahkum's gonna walk over to 2 chairs, pull one of them out, reach into his mane, pull out Vermont, sit him down, and then sit in another chair next to him.
He looks and he's like, oh.
He's my son.
Florian sits cross-legged on top
I
of the
have
chair.
not seen a domesticated specter. I'm impressed.
We're working on it.
What is... I don't think any of us are domesticated.
You are young, after all.
How old are you? You're like,
Probably.
Please eat. You must be famished from ascending the mountain. It is the best tasting food that you've ever had, regardless of what you choose to eat. The grains, the meats, the cheeses, the bread.
The silverware.
There are pitchers of ale and wine and even just water, and it is clear and tasty.
I would like to make an insight check or an arcana check. I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah, sure. Are you suspicious of him
Of
or
the
the
food,
magical
of the food.
feast that you're about
The
to
magical
have?
feast.
Okay.
I'm not.
What do I roll?
By all accounts, it seems to be real. How it was exactly conjured, you're not sure.
Okay.
And you saw him do all these things, and you are literally eating it, and like, I'm assuming everyone's eating, you feel good about it. You feel like healthy and fulfilled. He's like, you can converse. So like, he's just, you notice that he's like sitting there and he grabs a goblet and has some wine and takes some of the cheese, and he mage hands like the food to his plate, and has some
Florian's
bread.
never drinking wine before.
Oh no.
He grabs a goblet. He doesn't know what's in it. He thinks it's a juice of some sort, and then
You have a dry, choking taste in your mouth. He's like, would you prefer a fruit?
what is that?
He's like, I have honey mead as well. It's sweeter.
It's wine, Florian.
What is that?
It's like grape juice, but different.
Okay. I'm gonna put the goblet down and I'm gonna keep eating my food.
Thank you for inviting us. Well, you didn't really invite us, we kind of showed up.
Yes, proper correction. I am glad that you've come, and I'm curious about this message that you were sent to deliver.
All right.
I don't remember.
Remember?
You asked me if I saw someone or knew someone who had a certain appearance.
Yeah, the three old guys, with funny hats, and they. I remember why we were here.
Do you recognize the word Exoria?
Blind boom.
Like, he's silent. Yes, I do.
I think we're here to.
How do you know of it?
We saw a man, 3 men, show up, wizard robes looked the same, say the word, 1 person disappeared. It was with us originally.
Who was this person?
Some man with orange hair and a lute.
Then was Sebastian.
A man, like a Kamina,
Yes.
I just like banished him. Forever.
but not like you. Or you, or you, or you. This was a man.
This was, yes.
That got banished. There was.
That makes more sense. And the individual or people who banished this Kamina are the ones that you described?
Yeah.
And this occurred where?
Like at
Fort Hills
very edges of these mountains.
That is
in the
troubling.
valley.
Troubling indeed. I should have sensed that, but I did not. And I'm wondering if perhaps that is because of you. Nonetheless, was there any other encounters with this wizard appearing being?
I don't think so.
That was the only time we saw him.
As far as we're aware.
That is not a spell to wield lightly. I cannot pretend to know why he chose this individual that had been traveling you to be banished. Unless perhaps he perceived him as a potential threat in revealing his true identity.
Who's he?
Hamaris.
Ain't that one of those people we talked about? Emaris spelled with an E or Homaris?
Hamaris.
You didn't answer my question.
Emrys.
Wait.
Perhaps you're thinking of Emrys, the green dragon.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
my sword out.
That.
He says,
Homaris?
curious relic, where did you find that?
His body, I think.
No, you think you found out a different. You found out a
his
different corpse.
name was Hamaris. A Rocky soldier.
Yes?
I think his name was Hamaris.
That would have been his original skin.
Skin, ugh.
I'm sorry, that is not an appropriate word. His original incarnation, let's say. But curious that you found it. And where was this?
In the forest, we were getting flowers, and I found it. And now I talk to rocks.
Didn't a skeleton come up and chase after us? For a
Oh
while?
yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
and then we revived Vermont with it, remember?
Yeah.
Curious again. Very curious indeed.
Who's Homaris?
It is a fine weapon, though, and it is not cursed. So if it serves your purposes, you should keep it. You'll.
The plan.
It would be unlikely that you would find any other such things. But where, may I ask, did you acquire those rings?
Narostema.
The
Right.
what are they called?
You,
Triton Town, yeah.
Well, no,
Narostema.
the person, the crowned bishop.
yes?
We got them from them. Not directly from them, from one of the people that works for them.
Did you complete the quest? Is the Leviathan dead?
What?
No.
We just
defended their city from bug guys.
That we're being overrun.
So we fought some bug guys, and they gave us these. And this one melted into my finger for a bit, and now it's not melted into my finger. And I've kind of just not been using it.
Do you know how they work?
They provide a connection to an element, a chosen element. It is uncommon here on Chamenos to be able to channel the blessings or beseechments to the gods. But they are, in a manner of speaking, a shortcut. Sometimes the gods can use them to endow those who are faithful and who have venerated the gods with blessings. But if you simply try to channel the elemental power, you will be penalized. And you notice he's just clearly looking at Florian. He's like, you would be wise to commune with the elements that you have chosen and honor them with perhaps some prayers, some venerations, some sacrifices.
I don't know any wind gods.
It is not entirely too crucial that you know the specific god, because again, the gods cannot hear your prayers directly in Chamenos anyway.
Oh, all right. Cool.
He says, wind.
Yeah.
And he's like looking, earth, yes.
When he has her hands
he looks
like
at you.
under the table.
fire.
Fire. Interesting choice. He looks at Winny. Water, obviously.
I nod.
So you had a message.
Oh yeah.
Winnie, you have the letter,
I
right?
pull out the letter,
He reaches out.
keeping one hand under the table.
He opens it up. You see his eyes kind of darting back across it.
The Ratatouille chef reading down the page. One.
He sets the letter down, kind of puts his hands on it.
Did she propose?
He says, did she give any of the rest of you gifts?
I got.
I know about yours. And he looks at your enormous silver shield.
Sorry.
Did she give any of the rest of you any gifts?
I don't think I have anything. Oh yeah, she gave us potions of water breathing, which
Yeah.
I drank. So it's an empty bottle.
I don't think anything.
No, I don't think so.
Didn't you have?
My memory isn't very good. I'm sorry.
Because each of us got one thing.
I have a potion.
Didn't you get like a?
Why
Fire
did
resistance?
she give you that?
Huh?
Why did she give you the scale?
I don't know. She just kind of gave it to me. And warned me to be a good person, I guess. I don't know. I didn't ask for it. You're looking at me funny.
I'm gleaming there's a lack of mutual understanding here.
I do not understand why Sibylla would have given such an incredibly personal gift to your friend.
Oh, because we're friends.
She made a great sacrifice. That scale is a token of that sacrifice. It almost killed her.
No.
Well,
I mean,
what was she using for it? Well, what was she using it for in the first place? Wasn't it like a
it was just
dinner
kinda,
plate?
It was just kind of in like a basket.
Yes.
I mean,
Might as well put some use to it, perhaps.
I don't know. Yeah.
But why you?
Saw something in us.
Yeah. I don't know.
To the parlor, then. Let us retire to greater comfort. He stands up from his chair and walks out of the room.
Is the letter still on the table?
Yep.
I look at it a little bit when I walk past.
Do you have Eyes of the Runekeeper?
Shit, no, I don't.
It's in
Okay.
the ancient
It's in
tongue.
their ancient tongue. Ah.
See, there's a lighter on the
primordial?
table?
No, the letter.
Oh, okay.
It's in
Never mind.
it's in an ancient language that
Got it,
none of
got
you
it.
are literate in. Do you
Literate's a
follow him
strong
down the
word.
hall?
The only.
Yeah.
Goes back to the front of the tower, another several hundred feet, and goes into a very plushly and very nicely decorated parlor. Like beautiful like couches and chairs that are like upholstered, and a settee, and you see like sculptures on pedestals all over the room, and these incredible like large oil paintings framed, and he's just very like it looks like the audience chamber of like a king. But he sits down on a normal chair and gestures to like some comfortable seating around.
I'm glad this place isn't cold. I didn't like the cold.
Neither did I.
You wouldn't happen to have like coats?
I have anything that you would need in a mundane request.
All right. Do you have materials to make a coat?
Yes. In due time, you can all retire to private chambers and bathe and have whatever clothing you need. But I would like, if at all possible, for you to provide me with a few more bits of information
I'll sit on the floor.
beyond the mountains.
Well,
What else of import can you share?
there's an army of ogres that was attacking O'Hero. Did attack O'Hero.
Is attacking
Is
O'Hero.
attacking O'Hero. I don't think they're doing very good. There's like talk of a dragon returning named Zamai. Was like a big altar in.
One moment. Zamai.
Yeah. I know that's like a general term for like a group of things.
Yeah.
Right?
It had a name.
Bishop
Did
the
you-
Dread?
We didn't know which one.
Wait,
we
no,
didn't-
that's the-
that's the like really
the big-
scary one. We didn't know which one it was. There was like
V-Shop is not
yeah.
near
There
here.
was one that they said, but it probably wasn't that one either.
Not likely Emrys. She's further to the north by the lake.
Wasn't it a red one?
It's a red dragon bio-hero in a volcano.
And someone saw it.
A little kid came and warned us, like a little fire kid.
I got
child.
I got yelled at by a green one.
A child whose head was crowned in flames.
Yeah.
I also might note we might be part of a prophecy. Yes,
Wait,
the tapestries in
wait.
the town.
Oh.
Hold on.
What?
You're
Lady
the
Jones.
Oracle?
I have been known by that name, yes.
Woo! That's what I came here.
Florian.
I forgot. Oh, wow. This is great. Technically, my friend that got banished wanted to come here more. So you seem very nice. I'm just gonna sit on this chair.
A prophecy?
Well, I don't know the prophecy, but I do know we were pictured on a tapestry while in O'Hero that I was not aware
Wasn't
of.
the city burning?
I believe so.
purged by fire.
Huh?
Sorry, just thinking out loud.
Right.
Well, who's gonna be purged by fire? Us?
Did she explain to you about the icons?
The
Sibyl?
bunch of
The
big
11.
monsters?
The
yeah.
sleeping, yes.
Uh-huh.
There's
Did she
Mobka.
say that any of them had moved?
History check?
A little bit, I think. It wasn't. I don't think it was all of them, but I don't remember very well. I wrote some stuff down.
Are they not supposed to move at all?
They can't. Well, they can't.
Like they have to stay completely still?
No, they can't move towards each other. They are repelled, such as magnetism.
Okay.
But they are repelled. They cannot come to each other, because if they could, it would be the ruin of this entire continent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she explain to you this?
She didn't say that, but she explained what they were?
Did she explain how that scale came to be?
No.
Nope. I'm guessing it's from a dragon, though.
Yeah, it's from the silver one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long ago. Not. But yet not so long ago. The coastal city that you know as Neurostema was protected by the Tritons. And one amongst them, a most valiant and holy Triton warrior, a paladin by the name that was forgotten long ago, but who became known as the Crowned Bishop, came to seek the help of Sibylla because somehow the Leviathan had escaped. It was coming to Neurostema, and Neurostema's destruction was imminent. The Crowned Bishop implored Sibylla to save the city. I would have gone myself, but I cannot pass through beyond the mountains. She invoked her power. She left the forest at great peril to herself, leaving herself vulnerable. She flew to Neurostema, and just as the Leviathan was about to come to shore and destroy the entire city, she waged a war against it, wounding it so deeply that it retreated back into the ocean. But in the process, sustaining a deep wound to herself and nearly dying. She flew back and returned to the forest to recover from this nearly mortal wound. But the Crowned Bishop remembered this great service that she had done. He recovered her lost scale and brought it back to her.
Wait a minute.
Are you
two dragons?
Oh.
And they're shapeshifters. I forgot about that. Are you a dragon? Are you a gold dragon? And she's a silver dragon?
He doesn't look like a dragon. Look
He's
at him.
got enough gold on him to be a dragon.
We are, and I am.
Oh.
Are you part of the clan of, or club of bad people
He's
that
not-
can't?
don't think they're part of the
we got a full
11.
list of the 11.
We are guardians.
Okay.
Though, admittedly, the forest to which Sibylla is relegated does have more visitors than these remote mountains in which I am trapped. I am glad that she sent you all with this message. I long to see her, but it is not safe for either of us to leave the confines
Is the ancient
to which
right?
we are magically bound. And I, in turn, will grant you what resides within my power for the delivery of this most important message. For if Sibylla truly entrusted you to bring it and admired you enough to give unto you the gift of one of her own scales, then certainly I will honor that. If it is a prophecy that you wish to know of, I will do my best to reveal a truth to you. If it is freedom from this incarnation, I cannot guarantee the success of the ritual, but I would be willing to try it if that was your desire. I know that these are grave choices that I lay out before you, so I will let you ponder these things. Take rest now. Walk up the stairs. Find the rooms that are most suitable for you. Regain your strength and ponder this. And in the morning, we will join together to break fast, and at that time you can tell me.
All right. So the prophecy. Okay. You can.
He stands and walks out of the room.
We could leave? Could everyone leave?
The continent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could everybody leave?
Maybe.
Got a bunch of people?
I mean, this place. It's weird, right? 'Cause there's a lot of like.
I'm not saying we should.
There's a lot of monsters here, but like it's also like.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. There's nice things here. There's everyone. People are not. People are. They're people.
Make a history check.
All right.
As you guys are in this comfortable parlor talking.
16.
15.
18.
As you're in the parlor discussing this amongst yourselves,
18.
all of you having over a 15. As I mentioned, you see, statues, a lot of art. One of the paintings on the wall, kind of out of the corner of your eye, you notice what looks like a mountain range engulfed in the night sky, but it's illuminated by this massive fireball in the distance, like in the sky. And flying in front of the mountain range, you see a gold and a silver dragon.
We're in love.
And that is where we'll end this episode of D&D with high school students. Stay tuned, everybody, to find
Oh my
out
God.
what happens next.
It's a good session.
Thanks for watching. Peace out.
God, I love
Bye-bye.
spiders.
Merry Christmas.
Well, hello, and welcome to Bill Allen World. I am Wizzy, the Wizard. I'm back once again to remind you to subscribe and click on the notifications button, and also watch videos that are over there. Tune in to the next episode of whatever show you were just watching, and watch other shows featuring Bill. He made me say that because he's a narcissist. Okay, bye.